So a typical session, I do body psychotherapy, and a typical session normally lasts about an hour and a quarter, and would probably spend about 45 minutes talking, finding out what's happening in different aspects of your life, right through from work, private, any other things that are going on.
Okay.
We'd look at how that's showing up in your body. Our body's always a mirror of what's happening emotionally for us. And then energetically would be the last part of the session. We try and balance anything that was out of balance. So I guess a big part of this is using energy as a healing form. I guess at our basis we are energy. Okay, so I guess I approach it in two different ways. One way is empowering people with certain tools so that they're able to help themselves. Typically I'll use a simple practice of grounding or mindfulness to bring people into their body. For a lot of people that's a new beginning, to actually be present in the moment. I graduated about 4 years ago, and before that I was a dancer, so I guess I've always been involved with my body. So about four years I've been doing it. I was trained classically at the Australian Ballet School, and then went on to dance doing a thing called Adagio, which is a mixture of acrobatics and classical ballet, for about 20 years.
Wow.
All throughout the world. So that was fun. I guess body psychotherapy can be used in pretty much anything, given that our body is the way our emotional imbalance shows up. I've had clients come in purely for physical issues that they've been to everyone to see what's going on, and nothing's changed. And sure enough, there's an emotional aspect to it. And once you get to the emotional aspect, then there's a whole other part of yourself that you can discover. And that's really my passion and my drive about this, is helping people discover more about themselves.
That?
Absolutely. It's knowing that it's just a feeling. Any feeling we have is only energy. It's that simple. It's our belief that makes us hold on to it or do whatever we do with it. But it's just energy that's there to inform us about what's going on. If they don't grieve actively, they'll be still grieving, and their body will hold it until it can't hold it anymore, and it will show up in many different ways. So it's really about being present with what is true and what's happening. Life is like this. There's the happy trap that we want to make it all up here, or we try and flatline. But the truth is, life is like that. So it's experiencing all of it, because that's what we're here to do as humans, is experiencing. It's a mixture of talking, it's a mixture of getting people to recognize what's happening in their body. So it's not about me telling them what to do. It's really a process of bringing them into their body so they can start to feel what's happening. We've developed, especially in the business world, a belief that we can leave our feelings somewhere, which we can't. That's what we do as humans, is feel. So there's a grounding process I go through, and then on the table we spend 20-25 minutes where they're relaxing, and I'm just starting to, I guess, try and find an optimum balance for them with their energy. Yeah. Pretty much, I would say 99% of people. Yeah. And I know for me, that's what brought me to it. I realised when I stopped dancing that I wasn't grounded. And I thought that I was going to go and learn a few healings. And I was surprised that it took 5 years initially. And then I realised that it was all about discovering myself and being okay with that. Whatever shows up is okay. They have access to a whole different aspects of themselves. There's a great organisation that does research around the heart and the power of the heart to perceive. What they've discovered is it's up to 5,000 times more powerful than our brain. So accessing your body gives you access to that ability to perceive. And generally, if we're in the present moment, it's a place full of abundance. All we have and all we need is right there. So it takes us out of that lack or not being enough, not being good enough, all the old beliefs. By coming to the present, we realise that, I am good enough because I'm alive. By modelling that themselves. So if a parent can be present, a child will be present. Normally a child is present. It's the parents that aren't. I know that from experience. I went out with an Aboriginal healer